Okay, so that one, you factor and set them equal to 0, you have a 4 and 5. Now this one will be a little harder. We have some fractions. 24 over x minus 2. Our next one has an x plus 2 on bottom. That's why I left some space here. 24 on top. It says it's equal to 5. We need a common denominator. Once we get a common denominator, we'll be able to just drop it off and solve the top. So the common denominator will be this times this, right?
Correct.
Okay, so here we'll need to multiply it by x plus 2. So the top times x plus 2. This one needs to be multiplied by x minus 1. I mean x minus 2. So x minus 2 here. The 5 will be the whole thing. This, if we FOIL this out, is the difference of squares is x squared minus 4, right? So instead of writing both factors right here, we'll just do the x minus 4 and multiply the top, or x squared minus 4. The top times the same thing. Now we can get rid of all this bottom. We don't need that anymore. So we have 24 times x plus 2. So we have 24x plus 24 times 2 is 48 plus 24x minus 24 times 2 is 48 equals 5 times x squared, 5x squared minus 5 times 4, minus 20. Okay. Now we want to get it all on one side. Let's kind of simplify this side first. Plus 48 minus 48. Let's cancel that out because it's 0. 24 plus 24, 48x equals 5x squared minus 20. If we can get that all on one side, it will be equal to 0. So subtract the 48x from both sides. So we have 0 equals 5x squared minus the x term minus the 48x, and then we'll put the 20 at the end, the negative 20. Okay, to factor this, we can't divide 5 by all the terms, can we? We know it's going to be a 5 and a 1. A 5x and a 1x. Did we do that section? Yeah? 5, 3, 5, 4? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, the 20, this is where it takes a long time to figure out.
No, we didn't do that.
You didn't do 5, 3, 5, 4, so
No.
you didn't factor where you had different numbers in the front here?
No.
Okay, so this one, number 33, you may not have to do. Okay? Because it's going to come out crazy like that. Actually, 33 and 34, both on your tests, will probably have where you have to factor out. If you get this far and see that you have to do that, then
5x plus 2, x minus 10.
2 and 10.
Yeah. 2 and 10 will give you your 48x in the middle.
Okay, he says it's 2 and 10 is the 2 times the 5.
So 5 times 10.
5 times 10 is 50, right. 50 and then the 2 here.
2 would be negative 48.
Yeah, there you have a 50 and a 2.
Plus
Get
2
negative
minus
48, you'll need a negative 50 and a positive 2. Right. If you do 33 and 34, you get extra credit, okay? If you have to factor these, otherwise, you know, if you don't get them, that's okay. This is the negative, this is the positive.
X equals a -2/5, X equals 10.
Yeah, this one will end up being -2/5, and this one, of course, will be a +10, right? But if it's a factor like this, don't worry about it, since we didn't cover those sections. So 33 and 34 are extra credit. Number 35 is the one I'm working on. You don't know that, but okay. A polygon has 5 diagonals, so how many sides does it have? Okay, if you have a square, it's got 1 diagonal. You got 4 sides, it's got 2 diagonals. If you have something with 5 sides, you can have 1, 2 diagonals. 3. This only had 1 diagonal, sorry. 1, 2. So it's got 3 less than the sides, right? 1, 2 diagonals. Okay, so if it has 6 sides, it's going to have 3 diagonals. And what did this say? It said if it has 5 diagonals, it must have 8 sides, right? The diagonal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 diagonals. So if it has 5 diagonals, it has 8 sides. So it's got 3 more sides than it has diagonals. Okay, number 36. I'm sorry, you don't know I have the numbers in front of you. Y squared equals 7. Okay, solve it. So to solve a square, you're going to do square root, right? So y is the square root of 7. And it says to express it in simplest form. So just put plus or minus the square root of 7. If you were able to divide it up, like if it was the square root of a perfect square, let's do one like that.
So it's y equals plus over plus or
Plus
minus.
or a positive or negative square root of 7. Okay, let's do this next one here. It'll come out, instead of a square root, it'll have numbers. X minus 4 squared equals 16. If you do the square root of both sides, gets rid of the square root of the square, you have x minus 4 equals what?
4.
Square root of 16 is 4. This is plus or minus 4. Okay? So you're going to add 4 to both sides. So you have a positive 4 plus or minus 4. So one answer will be 4 plus 4, and the other one's 4 minus 4. So you have an 8 and a 0. Yep. Okay,
So the correct answer would be 8 and 0?
8 and 0.
What chapter was this?
I'll have to check it out. Let me put a question mark by it.
The one's 9, this is 9?
I think it's 9-1.
And that diagonal
9-1.
stuff was
I
also?
think it's 9-2.
9-1 or 9-2. The
What's
diagonals
9-1
are probably
you
from.
I'll, have
Check
to,
it
I'll
out.
check it out, because I got it from 8s and 9s.
Time.
Okay. Somebody else there keep it
This
for
one is
me?
a 9, 9-2.
Nine two?
Yes.